He's a story of inspiration to so many people, a quadruple amputee turned pro cornhole player who didn't let a physical disability stop him from living to the fullest. But now, he's accused in a brutal killing. Well, this story has a headline that will make you do a double take. A quadruple amputee pro cornhole player accused of shooting and killing a friend who was riding with him in a car. This is Dayton Weber. He's 27 years old and he's from Charles County, Maryland, which is an area south of Washington, D.C. As we're recording this, Dayton is being transferred back to his home state after he was arrested in Virginia. Authorities say he shot and killed a man who was riding in his SUV, then allegedly dumped his body on the side of the road before he took off. But before we talk about the crime, we got to talk about Dayton Weber, who this person is and what made him such an inspirational story to so many people, at least before what deputies say happened on Saturday night. So Weber was a professional in the sport or activity that a lot of us do at tailgates and barbecues. He would play cornhole by propelling himself forward with a bag to throw it. He does not have arms and he does not have legs, but he was really good at cornhole. In fact, according to ESPN in 2020, Weber was named the best cornhole player in all of Maryland. That is of all players across the state, not just people with disabilities. Now, ESPN actually did a 6-minute feature on Dayton in 2023. And in that story, Dayton's family says when he was 10 months old, he got a bacterial infection that led to sepsis and it nearly killed him. But in an effort to save his life, they had to amputate his arms and his legs. Now, what made Dayton's life story so special is that Dayton went on to live his life like anyone would. He's an avid outdoorsman, and here he is with a gun strapped to his back, climbing up into a tree stand while he's out hunting. But now that award-winning smile, it's been replaced with what looks like a grin in his mugshot, and it is chilling when you think of what he is accused of, that would be the facial expression he would give the camera. He was driving in a car, his own SUV, he's driving. There were 3 people inside. They're going through Charles County. Deputies say that Weber got into an argument with the person who was riding shotgun. So deputies get waved down by these 2 people on the side of the road, and they have this incredible story, terrifying, of what Weber allegedly did inside the vehicle, shooting the person who was riding shotgun because of an argument. And the issue, though, at that point was they didn't have Weber, the deputies, and they didn't have the SUV, and they also didn't have a body. Now, roughly 2 hours later, there was a 911 call that came in from someone who said a body had been dumped in their front yard. Now, that body was of a 27-year-old man who deputies have identified as Bradrick Michael Wells. He was dead.